The car's back. I don't know if I've already said that, but I'm doing it twice because I can't remember if I have. It's been a little while since it went out and then came back again, so I was confused as to whether I've said that it's come back or not. Anyway, here it is, and here we are putting stuff in it. Look, there's a fridge there. Look at that, fridge slide. I've put some lights in, core lighting on the doors. We've got two, not just one, we've got two 60-litre Engel fridges. And I do have two C4s on the back, 1 and 2 up there. Two Engel fridges, and Engel, however you want to say it. Got two 60-litre ones, one on that side, one on this side in this orientation, hence why it's got the MSA one over this side. And then what I'm doing is a wall-mounted panel, which I've got on stand over there. Because the fridges are so close to the front of the canopy, it's really squeezy, so I can't fit everything up on there, hence why you can see the inverter mounted up on the wall at the top. So inverter up there because she's rather wide. My BMS system can go on the wall because that will fit with the fridges, and then everything else is, you know, nowhere near as large as that, so that'll all go on the panel. And then what we're doing is a couple of switches on either side, so if you do open either door, you can switch on the rear lights from here, but then I'm going to dual switch them from in cab as well, so if you're sitting in the vehicle and you wanted a bit of extra light, you can do that from there as well. Also on this side, I've got another switch just on the panel here for a water pump that will then be accessible via this little space. I'm going to put it down there. The door closes, it hides it all away. That will then be for the shower that the guys are going to put here. And then I've got another one, another water pump that will be down the back of the vehicle, and I'm going to switch that from near the tap, so when they've got the little kitchen set up at the rear, they can flick that switch and utilize that when they need to. So that's what I'm up to. So as you can see, wires going everywhere, and just trying to map out where I'm putting everything, which is cool. It's getting there. A couple of little hiccups here and there just because of the way that the canopy turned out, not as I thought, but we're making it work. So getting there. 200 amp hour Invicta lithium battery. It's got to go in there. Guys made a mount when they were putting the canopy together for us. That's where that battery is going to go. It doesn't look like it's going to fit, but it fits. I've got some cool mounts made up, hence why I've got a bit of rubber there. Battery's going to sit on that, and then it'll get bolted down, and then the wall panel will go in, and happy day, we're going to have a functioning operating system. So this was the part, guys, that I was going to show you everything I did as I did it in the canopy. Unfortunately, my SD card decided to snap as I was bringing it out of the GoPro, so I can't do that. But I'll at least get back through the walkthrough, and at least you'll be able to see the finished product. Well, the Silver Ghost is done. It is pickup day. Don and Wendy are on their way here. So what we're going to do, as always, is run through this thing with you guys. I'm trying to look for another camera as I'm talking to you, which is very rude of me. But hey, I'm running out of time. Oh, there it is. Don and Wendy came to us a little while ago and said, we're building our forever vehicle. What that meant was obviously 70 series base, starting from scratch. The guys purchased the vehicle. It came to us directly. Cab chassis, nothing on it. We had the pleasure of putting the vehicle together with these guys. Pretty damn happy with this one and how it's turned out. I mean, look at it. Not warning, look at the car. Pretty happy with it, so let's run through it really quick before the guys show up, and we'll show you what we did. starting from the ground, let's go up. JMACX 4200 GVM upgrade with the coils. This is a 2 to 3 inch lift in the vehicle. Don and Wendy have opted for the King shocks as well. They wanted to go all out, and they've done that to suit the setup. Best thing about it, 4200 kg GVM, and you maintain your 3.5 ton tow capacity as well. Guys are loading up, as you can see, with the canopy in the back, and they are going to be towing in the future. Still underneath the vehicle, the torqued exhaust is a part of the JMACX kit. So when you do the coil conversion, because you've obviously got to get an exhaust on the car, you got to get it around the coils. That is part of the system, but that has gone on as well. Gives a nice little note to the vehicle. Underneath the body, we have mounted the air tank, airbag man, in-cab control system, but we also utilize the tank and their compressor to do our air up as well. So we've got 2 points on the back of the vehicle, either side on the rear toolboxes. I'll give you guys a quick look at that now. As you can see, air up point, and we've got the same on the other side. Love these doors, how they kind of cover it all up, and then when you want to utilize it, there you go, perfect. Now we are going to move up a little bit further, and wheels and tires have to be load rated rims and tires to suit the GVM. So we've got the ROH Vapors, very, very popular. They are a great rim. They're not too crazy, but they're not too simple either. Wrapped in a Mickey Thompson ATZ as well. Don and Wendy have opted for ARB bar work, and what we've done is we've finished it in a Raptor coat. I wanted it to be fairly durable. Staying up the front, we have the carbon 12,000 pound winch. We have done twin winches in this vehicle. I'll take you guys around the back. We've done one for the rear as well, thanks to the guys at AEV who do a cradle system for that. As you can see, they've opted for the Ultra Hook from Factor 55 on the front. Steady fog lights have been added to the ARB bar as well. That's how we get the DRLs in them. They look schmicko, and they are an LED fog light as well. I know ARB has brought out their own, but I'm a fan of that, as Warnie's going to show us. Oh yeah, how sleek does that look? So ignition on, lights on. I like the feature of the daytime running light and the LED as well. Very smooth. Comms, Uniden, we've got the dual whip kit here. So this is the 2.1, and they've got the 6.6 as well. And then we have a Selfie Go unit in the vehicle as well. This is the RFI antenna to suit that kit. Type X Pros, as you can see on the front, and that just about wraps up the bar. The guys have done the side steps and rails as well, and we did coat the top of the step in the Raptor coating also. Safari RMAX snorkel has gone on, the big boy, so the 4-inch system all the way down into the box. Great bit of equipment, love the RMAX unit. Gas struts, gotta love them, can't live without them. Under the lid, we have tried to keep it as standard and tidy as possible. The only things that we've really got under here is all our fusing, relays, and isolator for the winch, things like that. But we have done the Direction Plus dual filter kit, catch can, and the pre-line as well. And then we've got our breathers sitting up on the side there as well. Good thing about the carbon winch is they've got their own little breather also. As you can see in the corner down here, we've got our ERP system as well. I'm a fan. It is a rust preventative. It's not going to stop your rust, but it's going to slow it right down. On the roof, we've got the Rhino rack system, and we've got the steady 13.4s on either side, switched from in-cab. I have wired those from the second battery setup in the canopy as well, so they are powered from the lithium. That way, if they are at camp and they need that extra bit of light, they can leave them on and not worry about draining their start battery. Don and Wendy wanted to go all out on the inside of the vehicle. We've got brand new door cards and seats, center console, roof console, door pods. They have done everything that you'd want to do in a 70. I mean, consoles for me are a must in a 70 series. Definitely makes it actually feel like it's more of a vehicle that you want to be in. So we've got Department of Interior center console. We do have the scan gauge in there, and we've got our switching for our airbags, our airbag gauge as well, a couple of outlets. And then on the roof we've got the center console down the middle as well for storage. Love the map lighting in those things, and you've got your large light at the rear for your door trigger. Open the door, on and off it goes. Sitting near the driver's area, we have the new steady switch panel. All of our lights, any type form of accessory like that, compressor, that's all controlled from here. When Don and Wendy are on the road, they can operate everything that they need to right from the driver's seat. Red Arc Tow Pro as well. Like I said, the guys are going to be towing in the near future, so that was a must as well as part of the build. And I've got some winch in, winch out in-cab controls also. So isolator on, and you can control the winch from inside the vehicle. No remotes or anything like that. All done here with the switches. Let's talk stereo. We've gone with the Kenwood unit at the front. Best little unit, just fits into the Toyotas like a glove. Absolutely love it. The display is fantastic. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all those type of things. Then we're doing a Alpine system, so the Type R splits for the doors. We are running the power pack amplifier for those as well, gives it that extra punch. And then in the rear we've got the department of the interior sub box where we can mount our amp and our 10-inch sub as well. This cab is fantastic. We have done a full sound deaden on the vehicle as well, so floor, roof, doors, rear wall, everything. You get inside this thing and it is so nice and comfortable, quiet, and the stereo is just wonderful. Reverse camera as well on the back. The best thing about the head unit that I do like is you can punch in the reverse camera as you are underway. But when you're driving single cab, can't really see much out of the back, so to be able to do the reverse camera as you're underway and see out the rear, great little feature as well. Up the top you might see the HX1 HEMA map system, and we've got the Kimberley to Cape bracket on that as well. As I explained before, we have done 2 winches on the vehicle, so rear winch has gone in and we've done the same. Carbon 12,000 pound winch, all accessible in the rear. Guys at Camp King killed this back section, I love it. The door flips down, unclip it, access to the winch, no drums at all. What I have done is put the main connection plug just here on this nice little board where our tap and our switch for the pump is, and that allows you to plug in the winch. These winches do come with remotes, so you don't really need to plug it in, but most of the time a lot of people use the remote controls. Staying at the rear of the vehicle, we do have the X bar as well, fitted out with Anderson plug 7-pin flat, ready to rock and roll for the guys when they are towing. We have added some more camp lighting / work lights as well onto the back of the canopy, so the steady C4s and the diffused. I like the diffused for this particular system because most of the time the guys are going to be using it as a camp setup / work light, so the amount of spread and just absolute light everywhere that you get from the diffused is perfect for that situation. As part of the GVM upgrade, we do upgrade the clutch as well. That's been done. If the guys want to do some more power down the road, no drums at all, clutch is ready to rock and roll, so they can do that without an issue. On the board is most of our gear. As you can see, the EnerDrive 2000 watt inverter is at the top. Reason for that is the 2 fridges. There just was not enough room to get everything on the wall because it stuck out too far for the fridges to go in. So on the passenger side there, where the BMS is, there's like that much room between the fridge and the BMS, so it just fits. So that was the reason for putting the inverter at the top. Great thing about that is it's kind of set and forget. Everything's ready to go, it's plugged in, and I've got the remote turn on and off switch over on the kitchen side, so makes life easy for that. Red Arc BMS 30, and we've got a Invicta 200 amp hour lithium battery as well. We've got EnerDrive battery guard, keeping an eye on all that to make sure we are safe. Then normal fusing and shunt there for the BMS system, and then a couple of switches for our water pump. So we got a water pump on this side of the vehicle for a shower. There's our tap down there, pump just in there, And then outlets all around, so I've got a couple of outlets on here, cigarette and USBs, 240 outlet there, and then on the other side, which is basically going to be their kitchen side, we've got the remote turn on for the inverter, 240 outlet, more accessory and USB power here as well. And we've got another Engel 60 litre that is going to be going on the other side with the MSA slide. So reason for the orientation of the fridges is the guys did want them back to back, but because they're so large, had to run the Clearview on one side and the MSA on the other. Got our display here for the BMS system, so everything there ready to go for the guys to access whatever they need to keep an eye on that. We've got some core lighting, 1 meters on either door, and those two, great little bit of kit as well. Dimmable, love the dimmable feature, and amber changing. Woo, look at that. Great for repelling those insects. On the roof of the canopy, another Rhino rack system as well. Reason for that, guys can put all their accessories up there, anything, attachments or anything that they want to do as well. And we got the Dachi 270 awning on the passenger side also. That way when they're at camp, they can literally just all the way around. Great setup for out and about type of camping. Dual camera. Cha 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 cha. Down in the corner here, we've got our electronic rush protecting ship. So I've got a mount. Guys made a mount when they did this. Excuse me. Woo!